Dr. Wankre, the Director of Medical Affairs, My Lab Discovery Solutions, is joining us live on the broadcast. A very good morning to you, Doctor. This is clearly a breakthrough moment for at least the Indian scientific community. Now we have a completely non-invasive way of detecting whether one has coronavirus or not. But on the ground, practically talking, how helpful is it going to be?
See, the very important part of this test is the ease of collection of samples, and that remains a major roadblock in a lot of ways of carrying out the testing. Is a proper collection of samples. You need trained manpower to collect nasopharyngeal swab. Even when the nasopharyngeal swab is collected, even if there's a manpower, are they collecting it properly? Are they transporting it properly? So the easier it is to collect a sample, the tests usually are stringent. They are strong enough to detect, provided the sample sent to them is proper. That's a definite breakthrough, yes.
Alright, in fact, it's also interesting, Dr. Wankre, that the ICMR says that it is only the symptomatic individuals and immediate contacts of the people who have tested positive that can actually use these home testing, and have also warned that, you know, indiscriminate use of these testing kits should not be there. So that's also clear clarification that let's not go overboard in getting yourself tested at home. You should at least be, in touch with someone who either tested positive medically or you have symptoms of coronavirus.
Yes, so I think it's a very good guideline given out by the ICMR. Just as the way there's a lot of panic buying which happens when there's a rumor that something is going to be shot. Similarly, when it comes to any testing, especially home testing, it's important to target where we believe it is going to benefit, not just randomly buying tests and carrying out the test. If you are symptomatic or if you have come in contact with a known case, those are the kind of people we should be targeting. All of us know that the population of the country is very huge. We have to direct and use the resources in a proper manner. So in that sense, I think I would definitely congratulate ICMR for coming out with these guidelines, so that we are targeting the right group of people and managing them properly.
Dr. Wankre, if you could also explain to our viewers, how will this home testing kit really work? How does it work, and how different is it from the invasive method that is being used right now, which is the RT-PCR?
Right, so there are a couple of changes that we have done in the kit, and I think a major change has been in the way we collect the samples. Now, the classical way of collecting a swab has been a nasopharyngeal swab, something which is collected at the back of the throat. And for that, you require a proper trained manpower, someone who knows how to collect the sample without hurting the patient, and also collecting the sample properly. The studies that we carried out, a lot of them were basically in trying to use a nasal swab. So this swab is only entered 2 to 4 centimeters inside the nasal cavity, or the front of the nose. And this swab is now can easily be tested even by people who are not trained for the testing. So a lay person sitting at home, he just goes through the IFU, looks at the video, can then collect the swab. The second part is the test kit itself. So we have to work on the sensitivity to ensure that the right combination, the right potency, the right mixture of antibodies were coated on these cards, so as to give a proper result, and a result which is easily readable by the human eye as well as by the software, the app that we've developed. So these were some of the changes in the procedure itself, and a lot of thought also went into the discarding mechanism, because a test which is carried out in the laboratory or the hospital will obviously be done in proper conditions. The discard will be done in a biomedical waste. But because we're carrying out this test at home environment, we had to ensure that the buffer that we were using did enough lysis of the virus so that swab became infectivity of the swab was over. We are given pouches which are as per the standards of the Central Pollution Control Board. So all this ensures that even if the test is carried out in the home, the results are not compromised, plus the waste which is generated is also not harmful.
like how the country has been mentioning that, the RT-PCR testing is the gold standard of testing. Now, will this saline water gargle form of testing also be at the same level, even though, it is, ICMR has made it very clear that only symptomatic people and those who came in contact with a sure shot positive person can use these home testing kits?
So again, as I rightly said, we have to direct the resources in the right direction. So RT-PCR is the gold standard, no one can doubt that. But when it comes to home collection, when it comes to easier collection, we have to zero down on a certain group of people whom we are suspecting to have the virus, whom we are suspecting to be contagious and infectious. So these people, if undergo a proper, deep carried out a validated test, such as the one we were talking about just a little while back, the control of the pandemic will be much better, because we will be targeting our testing to a certain group of people who may further spread the disease, rather than a general population of millions of people, out of which 90% may not even have been exposed to anyone who's had corona.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Gautam Wankhede, for joining us. So clearly this is a breakthrough moment for our medical fraternity, that an alternative and a completely non-invasive method of testing yourself and a home and a self-testing kit, which is in the form of a gargle testing, has now been approved by ICMR. Now, if we move across and look at how the